Thanks for taking a quick pause to watch this video. So we're going to look at call me in January and the brush off to be able to call in January. So looking at that, I really need to approach prospecting right now in the season of the holidays, approach prospecting with almost three goals: a best case scenario, a better, and then a good. And so ultimately, let's start with the best case scenario. Best case scenario is you're prospecting and you get call me in January and you get the meeting or the conversation if you're in inside sales sooner in the month of December or even sooner. So to be able to do that, what you need is a couple of thought-provoking questions that you can ask authentically. It's not scripted, but you need to have a couple of questions in your back pocket. So for example, and depending on your business and your industry, you might say something like, they say, call me in January. Hey, I'll do that. I'm going to make a note to be able to call you in January, but I want to be well prepared when I call you back. I'm just curious, just so I'm thorough with my notes, what are you already doing to reduce labor shortages? Or what are you already doing to cut down on multiple invoices going into the new year? Whatever that question is for you, have a question in your back pocket, because ultimately the answer to that question, if you can help, then you're then able to transition to, you know what, as a matter of fact, it might make sense to us to get together sooner. And here's why. It's not scripted, but if you can make a logical case as to why it makes sense to meet sooner, you might just get that meeting sooner. All right, if we can't get the meeting in December, then go for a specific slot in January. Things get crazy after the new year. Why don't we look at, let's say, Thursday, January 4th? Could we say 2 o'clock? Go ahead and get that meeting in January. All right, good is if you can't get a set meeting where you can send an actual invite, then what you want to do is schedule a date that you will call back. It's not an appointment that you're sending an invite, but you might say, you know what, let's do this. I completely understand. I get it. Why don't we plan on, I'm going to make a note to call you back on, let's say Thursday, January 4th. Once you get back from the new year, and we'll set an appointment at that time. Does that work for you? And then come on that date, call back and say, when we spoke back on, say, today's date, I had promised you I would call back today so we could schedule an appointment. How about January 11th, etc. So that's not an ideal. Shoot for best case scenario. And I hope you get more meetings this month or front load your calendar where you have plenty going into January. All right, good selling to you.